Good afternoon and welcome back to my Landlord Lowdown, and I wanted to have another conversation with you regarding Section 21, Form 6A, no fault eviction notices, whatever you want to call it, and a bit of confusion I think still out in the marketplace, so I thought I'd just reiterate it here. During COVID period last year it went up to 6 months notice. That notice can't be served before 4 months of the original tenancy. So don't worry if you've already got a tenant that's been there 2 years on the rolling contract, that's fine, you can serve it. But if you have just granted a tenancy to somebody, you have to wait 4 months. That did come down though from the 1st of June. That's come from 6 months down to 4 months. Are we expecting it to drop to 2 months? I think a lot of people are hoping so. We don't know until it happens, but again, I will keep you fully posted. So, just to reiterate on this one, Section 21 no fault eviction notice. It's a form that's been used for many, many years for when the landlord wants property back for either occupying it themselves or tenants been in arrears and they just want a quick, simple, as they call it, no fault eviction. So effectively, a judge will always rule in your favour as long as everything is there and in place, and that means things like gas safety certificates, electrical safety, deposit registered properly and so forth. Now, if you're fully managed, you haven't got to worry about that. But if you're not a fully managed landlord, please make sure you have everything in place at all times. So we would serve a 4 months notice. We generally recommend to a landlord that if a tenant wants to leave sooner, that they allow them to do that. Benefit to you as the landlord is you'll get your property back sooner, whether you want to sell it or put another tenant in or move back into it yourself. If you decide not to and hold a tenant to that 4 months notice, they can obviously counter with the correct notice for themselves, which has stayed at 1 contractual month's notice, but that obviously can't end before the end of the tenancy. If you have any questions on this, I'm always here to advise, but please don't just go jumping in thinking, oh, I know what notice I've got to give. And the conversation basically that I'm having with you today has borne out of 2 separate instances over the last, I suppose 3 or 4 days really, and the latest one today, client said I'll just serve them 3 months notice. So I just wanted to make sure you are fully aware. As always, it's 4 months currently for a Section 21 Form 6A notice. We're happy to do those for you, just talk to me. And as soon as we get any further news, if this changes down to 2 months so that it was originally, and again, that's what most people keep saying to me, I'll just serve 2 months notice. It's not, it's 4. So when that goes back to that, any more changes, we'll let you know as soon as we can. And if you are looking to invest in another property, don't forget, keep an eye out on my investment watch on my Facebook and YouTube channels. If you want some guidance on that, just drop me a message. If you've got another property you're looking to rent out, please shout. We are in sort of desperate times now. Supply and demand have changed massively. As a landlord, it's working in your favour because you do get the pick of the crop of tenants, so to speak. So if you are adding to your portfolio or you've got properties coming up, please, I want to talk to you today. 01233 501 601. Enjoy the rest of your day and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.